with the nominee as he settles. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator, Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, just two quick things, and I say this just quickly after the Vice Chair of the Budget and Finance Committee, that, Mr. Speaker, as a House, we must also become a bit more serious in how we undertake our duty, because the people of this Republic voted us into this House so that we can legislate, represent, oversight, so as to ensure that we propagate solutions that make their lives better. Mr. Speaker, even as every afternoon issues are brought to fore via statements by our colleagues, we must then ask ourselves, how is it that at committee level, or even at the level of the plenary of the entire House, we can quickly resolve many of the issues that come before us. I say that, Mr. Speaker, to say this. This issue of pending bills has been with us for about 6 years now, pending bills in our county governments. Isn't it about time, Mr. Speaker, that our Budget and Finance Committee actually sets the bar a bit higher, so that the contracting agent, that is the county governments, Mr. Speaker, can be more fiscally responsible, apart from just the many nice things that we say in this afternoon to appear to be concerned for the people of this Republic, Mr. Speaker. I'd expect that either Senator Ali Roba or Senator Tabitha Mutinda will begin to move us towards an amendment to the PFM Act, Mr. Speaker, that sets actually pending bills as a first charge to the consolidated fund of our county governments, Mr. Speaker, so that governors do not end up contracting new services before, first of all, paying for that which they consumed the previous financial year, Mr. Speaker. Otherwise, year on year, we shall continue dealing with this problem the same way we have dealt with it the last 6 years, that occasionally such a matter appears before the Senate, and we speak on behalf of the people that we represent and say how we are concerned and dismayed at the behavior of governors. But we are the only ones, Mr. Speaker, who have the powers to resolve this issue. Therefore, I expect that the Budget and Finance Committee, Mr. Speaker, when we resume from recess, will be ready with an amendment towards the fulfillment of the desire of many citizens who work and contract services for and on behalf of our county governments, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that they benefit. Lastly, Mr. Speaker,
Senator Kavindu.
No, Mr. Speaker, I was interrupted. Somebody was speaking. That's why I kept quiet for about a minute.
How many minutes has the Majority Leader spoken?
For like a minute only.
Okay, proceed to conclude in 2 minutes. Proceed to conclude.
I hope you'll save me the time, Mr. Speaker.
2 minutes.
Okay. Then the final thing, Mr. Speaker, was on this fire of toy market. Even on this one, last week, we moved a land amendment bill before this House that is now pending before the committee of the House, Mr. Speaker. And part of what we expect to do from that particular piece of legislation, Mr. Speaker, is to ensure that all public utility lands, Mr. Speaker, are given titles in their name. These fires that you see in Kikomba, in Mtindwa, in Toy Market, Mr. Speaker, is all about people trying to take ownership of this land, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, I hope that senators can find time, either this afternoon or tomorrow, we conclude on that amendment bill, so that all public land that you're supposed to build public institutions, Mr. Speaker, we conclude on that particular issue. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, we'll end up being like my good friend Senator Cherargei, who's speaking about opulence while wearing the most expensive watch I've ever seen in this House.
Senator Kavindu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to add my voice to the two statements for Senator Wakoli and Senator Beth Sienko.